What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Imposter Tyler, and you're watching Imposter Tyler's Hideout. My apologies, I'm going to be bumping quite a while throughout this video. I have just downed this entire full fat Coke in less than 2 minutes. I feel rather unwell. As I should, my own dumb fault. I'm just drinking water and hope that it kind of goes away. Okay. So, as I said in my last video, which I believe was about Strange Revolution, or what was Strange Revolution and then Unholy, and now just me. I did say I was gonna do a bit of sort of, you know, telling people like why I went, you know, from January to like beginning of January to end of January, beginning of February, doing so well with posting, and then why everything, you know, why I stopped and why things stopped coming out. I'm gonna go into the specifics about exactly what happened, but basically I'm gonna give you the long story short, and then I'm gonna go into a bit more detail in another video about this. Basically everything was going really well at the start of the year. Everything was going, you know, it couldn't have been better. But then we got a phone call one night from the hospital that a family member of mine was staying at, and we were told, well, you know how we said to you he's got a year. They then said he's got a few months. It then became it's now or never. So that was weird. My phone just went off with part of the song. What the heck? Why'd you do that for? I'm trying to be serious here, and this is very emotional. Anyway, so it was really late. We made an emergency trip down to London, which is where I was born. It's where where my mum's side of the family live. And not too long after we got there, I think we were there for like 2 days. This family member of mine ended up passing away. Now, him having passed away was one thing, but being there in the room, watching it, you know, having witnessed it happen, was a completely different thing. And I'm going to be honest, because of that, it had put me into a very low place as it was. But with having witnessed it on top of that, that just made it even worse, and I was struggling to bring myself together and be able to edit and all that fun stuff, because I was just so, you know, in my own head about everything that had happened. And then as I'm slowly and surely getting over everything and figuring, you know, it's not going as bad, I ended up getting into a bit of a fight with someone, and now as we speak, as I'm saying this, we have not spoken in at least 2 days now. For about 2 months, we had still been talking, but it wasn't anywhere near as much as normal. To the point now, it's just, we just don't we haven't spoken in at least 48 hours. I'll get into a bit more detail about that when I explain everything, as that's contributing as to why I'm doing this in a completely different video. But that is why I have just not really been posting, even though I started picking things back up in January again, and yeah. But like I also said in that video, I have had this channel for at least 3 years. I've had it since the beginning of lockdown. And even though I've had it for so long, there aren't really very many YouTube videos up, and my account was deleted somehow. I'm not sure why. It just got deleted and I had to restart from fresh. All of my videos were gone. Anything I had posted previously was gone, but luckily I still had the videos, so I just, remade the channel and I just reposted everything. So yeah. But then I believe it was about a year ago I decided I wanted to do a complete restart of it, and I changed it from being Tyler the Gacha Alpha to what it now is, which is Imposter Tyler's Hideout. And that came from originally I was part of the YouTube channel that my parents and my little sister have, and we had my parents who were the agents, and then me and my siblings who were the minions. But I wanted to be special, I wanted to be different, and I was like, but I don't want to be one of the minions. I want to be something different. And they were like, okay, what do you want to be? And at the time, Among Us was really, really big, and it was like one of the things. And I've always liked it. Among Us has always been a game that I've liked, whether it's something that people play all the time or barely no one plays it anymore. I don't really care. I still like Among Us. And my parents were like, well, what would you want to call it? Like, what would you want to be? And I'm like, well, I don't like. My dad pointed out that I want to be able to stand out from everyone else. I want to be different. I don't want to be like everyone else because it's boring. I've been like everyone else before and I absolutely hated it. Never again. Do not recommend. And my dad was like, well, you want to be able to stand out more. You want to stick out more. You want to be more different. And I was like, yes. And he was like, Among Us. And at the time we would always make the joke that because I'm much different from everyone else in the house, I would always make the joke that I'm the family imposter, because I'm just the odd. I'm generally kind of the odd one out when it comes to most things. And so they're like, okay, so you can be the family. You can be, instead of being one of the minions, you can be the imposter of the channel. I'm like, all right, great. But then when it came around to us actually realizing that the account had been deleted, like my YouTube channel had been deleted, they were like, well, why don't you just go and do one major flip, get it, start again and change the name. And I'm like, okay, well, what would it be? And at the time, I actually did the reboot. I believe it was around Halloween, and we were planning this big Halloween stream. We have done one, and we have been trying to do many, many more, but there's just been situations where we've just not been able to. They were like, how can we make this, how can we do this where we've never seen anyone else do when it comes to Halloween? Because normally we've seen content creators, depending on what they do, they play, if they're gamers, they play horror games, or they react to short horror films, or they, I don't know, go out and scare kids or whatever. But we've never really seen anyone who does all sorts of different little things For example, the first Halloween stream we ever did, we had games, we used our VR, we did cooking, baking, we were decorating the house. And one of the ideas my dad had was, because I'm the imposter of the Warehouse 42, why don't we have me in a little broom cupboard? And I tried to foil everybody's plans. I tried to foil the agent's plans and what they want to do. And I was like, yes. Thus where the hideout part came. Because I'm meant to be the imposter of the warehouse. I act like I'm one of them. I act like I'm one of them. But in reality, I'm here to foil their plans. And it sticks out more, and that part sticks out way more during Halloween, because basically I can just, be foiling their plans. Some of the ideas my dad had was, for instance, like with all the baking stuff, I can say that I could just say, like, someone was making cupcakes. I could say, I have the cupcakes here, they will never know where they are. And someone will say, someone's thrown all the cupcakes in the bin, good thing we made, like a spare set. And I'll just be like, my plans have been foiled again. And then it will go over to whatever it is they're doing. Or they're trying to play a game and I'm like, I have their power cable, they're not gonna get away with it. And then they're just like, someone nicked off with the power cable, that's okay though, we have a spare. Damn it. So yeah, and thus the name Imposter Tyler's Hideout was born. So yeah. And ever since I revamped it and became Imposter Tyler, I have been trying my absolute best to get as much content to do what I want with this channel, because in all honesty, so for what I'm going to be doing now, in the past 3-4 days this being one of them, I have completely filmed 2 videos. I'm in the process of filming one video which is going to have all the different parts to it, and then there is this one that I'm filming now, and I've done all that in the past 4 days at least. And I actually have a lot of ideas on things that I want to do, and so I am going to be doing just that. And like I said in the end of the video on the band, on all my music, in the motion for this, I'm also gonna let you guys know when, like, what days and what times I'm hoping to be posting. I'm hoping to be able to post twice a week. I'm hoping to post videos twice a week, upload something on my YouTube shorts, on my Instagram, and on my TikTok daily, and streaming on Tuesdays. The Friday posts are going to be the sort of gaming stuff. So I know I have this footage of an Among Us game that my dad found. That's, oh my goodness, the amount of anxiety that it has given me is so unreal, and I still have yet to finish it, to keep going, because I've played it twice. I don't think I've edited yet, I don't think it's out yet, but I am working on it, I promise. There's also all of my Minecraft videos. I am working more on Minecraft. For instance, I'm taking a Minecraft world that I have made and turning it into one humongous world, and it is all on survival, and I do not like survival, but I'm getting used to it and I'm doing it. making videos of it, and I'm really looking forward to editing the one that I have filmed and getting it out. I'm hoping to have those ones out, but I haven't quite decided yet, but I would like to get them out around between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. on a Friday UK time. Which you will have to check what time that would be wherever you are, because obviously you've got different time zones and everything, and oh, it's a big confusion. But yeah, and then on Sundays it would probably just be like, you know, general videos I do, like if I'm doing a bit of like a with all my music stuff, like if it's going through a songwriting thing or anything, or it's like behind the scenes on making the song, then that will go out on Sundays, and then I will be just putting out the final ones of my songs when they're ready. But the Sunday ones will also consist on just general vlogs, the Year 11 series, the GCSE series I'm doing, and basically anything else that I do that isn't gaming or a final do-up of one of my songs. I have many ideas. I was originally going to keep on going with all my gacha stuff, but it's getting to a point now where they take way longer than any of my other videos. So I'm now just deciding I will still do them, but I'll make them because obviously, like I said, they take a lot of time to make. The last gacha video I posted took me near on 2-3 weeks to make, and most of that was doing all of the screenshots and everything, and it was just crazy. And then it took at least 3 days for me to actually, you know, put it all together, edit it, make it what it is, and then post it out. So I will possibly just keep doing the gacha videos, but they won't be as consistent as everything else, as again, they take so long to make, and I just don't have that kind of time. So there is those, so just keep an eye on if I do. I have a feeling at some point I will probably just stop making gacha videos altogether, because gacha is now considered cringe, and even though there's a lot of people out there who do still enjoy it and do still enjoy watching the gacha movies, it's probably not going to be worth it in the end. So I will keep making them, but I will also let you guys know if I do decide I'm just gonna stop making them all together. As well, I have many passions and lots of hobbies, and I'm sort of, you know, I'm gonna take advantage of that, and I'm going to make sure I could do all of them, and to make, you know, so I always have content I can, you know, I can take my hobbies and produce videos. For example, I personally I made candles once, and now it's a thing that I want to keep doing it. I want to keep going. But, you know, like, what am I gonna do with mountains and mountains and mountains of candles? Absolutely nothing. So what I'm actually gonna do in the way of my candle stuff, I am going to do my very best at trying to turn it into a little bit of a business, because you can never go wrong with that, can you? And yeah, it's the same thing with something that's going on, SunnyCon 2025, because we are 100% going. I'm definitely going SunnyCon every single year I can. If I can go every year, brilliant. That is an annual video everyone can look forward to being out. All my anime fans can look forward to, you know, all to my SunnyCon videos, and I'm looking forward to all of my SunnyCon videos, and I'm looking forward to going to SunnyCon. I just love going to conventions in general. I am also on the hunt for other conventions that aren't just SunnyCon. There is one that's on in October 14th and October 15th, that I'm hoping to go to, and I have decided who I'm going to cosplay, so I'm gonna start that video when I got the wig and everything all ready to go, and then obviously to actively going as well, as this is a new convention I have never been to before. So yeah. I'm very, very excited for that cosplay though, because this is a character that I've only been watching this anime. I haven't been watching this anime long, but I've been watching it long enough to be like, I really want to cosplay this character. I really, really, really want to cosplay this character. And I'm going to start out my Skate the Infinity cosplays with none other than Reki Kayan. I love Reki. He's my absolute favorite character. Out of, you know, sort of the children's, you know, I say children's, Reki's like 2 years older than I am, like a year or 2 older than I am. But if I had to pick between Joe, Cherry, Shadow, and Adam I would just throw into the farthest bin possible. And if I was to do one of those 4, I would definitely do Cherry. Cherry is by far one of the coolest. He's one of the coolest skaters at S, by far, in my personal opinion. So yeah, keep an eye out on my Instagram and my TikTok and on my shorts for information about my Reki Kayan cosplay, because I'm super excited. I was gonna film another cosplay that I was working on, but I kinda ended up messing the wig up, and I don't really have all of the fabric I need. I thought I had all the fabric I need, but turns out I don't to make it, so I now have to wait until I can go to London next, make a trip to Walthamstow, and raid the fabric shops again to find everything that I need. But yeah. There's also, like I said in the last one, my music stuff. Again, I have many things I really want to be able to do, and I'm not gonna let anyone stop me from doing them. If I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. That's how it's gonna be. So for my music stuff, that's also one of the set of videos. Obviously the school GCSE series I'm doing, there's also that as well. That's a whole other set of videos that I'm looking forward to. And yeah. So at this point, I would be really surprised if I run out of video ideas, because I have all of this so far I can be doing. If I run out of video ideas, I would be really surprised. Oh. But if there is anything that anyone would want me to do specifically, or anything, then do let me know, either in the comments of my YouTube videos, on my TikToks, on my Instagram posts, or literally anything. If there's anything that you guys would want me to do, I'm more than happy to see what I could do to do it. Yeah. I know I've been saying this for a few videos, but I am still in the process of doing I'm doing a little bit more research on it, because I don't really want to speak. Yes, I will be speaking from personal experience with everything, but I also need to do my research on all the proper signs for it and all the things that could cause it and everything. In regards to the functional abdominal pain and the paralysis, before I make any proper video on it, I will be going into more depth about the family death, as that is a very, very big, that's a huge contributing factor as to why it's happened to me. And I'm going to be, in every video that I have mentioned this in, I will be leaving, you know, spot places for help. I for it, I'm no professional in it. I'm just someone who has experienced it. I know what it's like, and all I can really do is make other people aware of it, and sort of give you as much help as I can. But I can't do anywhere near as much as a professional can. So if you are experiencing pain in your lower right abdomen, please, 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 please go and get help immediately. So I had a bit more of a look into something that was sent to me by my GP about functional abdominal pain syndrome, and it can, right off the bat, it can occur either in the lower left, lower right, or in the center of your abdomen. So basically anywhere in your abdominal area. From how things went with me, for me, it first showed up as being a pain in my lower right abdomen, but it can show up across the abdomen anywhere, from what I read from the digital leaflet that was given to me by my GP, which I will put in the link to this video and the video about the functional abdominal pain itself. So that then if you or someone you know are showing any of these symptoms, you can tell them it could be this. You might want to go get this checked out. However, if you are experiencing pain in your lower right abdomen, it may not be functional abdominal pain syndrome. It could be literally anything. For example, my mum thought that I had appendicitis, but thank goodness it wasn't. So it could be literally anything, so please do not hesitate to go and get it checked out. And in the sense with the paralysis, again, it won't be as much of an immediate help. So I would say phone your GP or phone the doctors and basically say, look, my legs have gone very, very numb on me. I don't know what's going on. What do I do? But yeah, with the video that I'm going to make in relation to it, I am not a professional whatsoever. All I can do is give my personal experience and help people who aren't quite ready to go and tell people how it's making you feel. But if it is having that bad of an effect to the point that it is causing you immense pain, or it's affecting your ability to move around and complete your day and complete your daily, you basically just have your daily life go the way it normally does, then you absolutely need to go and get help, because it will not have very good effects on you. Yes, the process of doing it, if you are kept in hospital, will be just as bad, but you will feel much better because you will find out the answers and everything. I'm going to go into much more detail about this in another video when I've done all my research and everything. But yeah, I'm going to say here and now, if you are experiencing numbness in your legs or pain in your lower right abdomen specifically, go and get help. Please, anywhere you could just go and get help. Anyway, back on track. I have a very good knack on trailing off, no? I'm very, very good at it. I'm gonna grab the notebook real quick. So I know I made a list of sort of video ideas that I wanted to do. Oh, here they are. So, some of these, they do sort of trail off in a way. Some of these are things that literally every other YouTuber I've ever seen, pretty much every other YouTuber my age has done. For example, Get Ready With Me. Pretty much, like, so many YouTubers have done it, but it's like so popular, so you know, I may as well. Making cosplays, making candles, making Sonicon stock. At the moment, we can't really afford the things to make the stock at home, but when we do, those will be videos. Those will be videos, shorts, you know, TikToks, Instagram reels, basically anything you can think of. Songwriting, writing the songs, making the songs. Again, those are going to be videos that I am 100% doing. Bloopers, because oh my goodness, there are many. I have found there are many bloopers in my videos when I've come around to editing them, and it's like, why not make bloopers? Because bloopers are funny and people find them funny, and it gives people a little bit of a laugh, and I want people to be happy. So I'm gonna give you guys the bloopers. Another thing that I've been planning on doing, that I have done the script for, I just need to do, so I need to finish off the PowerPoint thingy-majiggy that I'm doing, and I have the cosplay, so I can do it. I have seen a lot of other channels that do, you know, anime-related things that sort of delve into the specifics of different characters. Or, you know, giving an example for My Academia, you know, like top 10 best quirks, top 10 worst quirks, top 10 best characters, you know, all that fun stuff. But I'm going to be doing, you know, delving into the individual characters, along with doing summaries of episodes, series, the movies and everything. And I'm more than happy to tell you guys that the first one I am 100% doing is of Izuku Midoriya, because I have the cosplay all ready to go. I just need to finish making the background PowerPoint for you guys, and then I'm ready to get that filmed. Again, cosplays, Get Ready With Me's. When I have done a bit and gotten to a bit of final for a song, I'll be doing those little snippets for, you know, reels and shorts and stuff. And when it comes to the candles, you know, filming, you know, making them, packing any orders I get, all that fun stuff. And yeah, I'm running out of space in this book. Also, I'm not gonna say much, but keep an eye out on the Warehouse 42, my parents' channel, because we are working on a set of videos. My parents have taken a while to get onto it, even though my brother has been talking about these non-stop for so long. But we are doing some videos. I'm not gonna say anything, so I'm not not sure if parents want me to. But we are working on it. We just need to organize, make files, and then get on it. I believe me and my mum have to make like Reddit accounts as well, I think. Oh, also with the candles, it's not just candles. I've decided I want to do wax melts as well. So there's those as well. This notebook is my YouTube Lord and Savior. If I did not have this notebook, I would not have a YouTube channel, because everything to do with my channel goes into this book. If I don't have this book, I am pretty much screwed. Because this is why this is where I store everything. This is where everything goes. If I ever lose this in public, or I leave this, like, if say I take it to London and I lose it, I'm screwed. Why am I screwed? Because this has got everything in it, and without it, I'm not gonna say I'm the backbone of my channel, because this notebook is the backbone of my channel. I think I've said like 3 times now. Without this, there is no channel, because everything is in here. All the ideas, all the times, everything, all the schedules, this, that, and the next. Everything I need for this channel is in that darn notebook. yes. So yeah, that is pretty much everything for the update. I'm looking forward to everything, to be honest. There's been a lot, and I'm just hoping this will be one of the things to break me out of it. So yeah, if you've seen more, or if you have seen previous content, or you want to see this content being made, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you know when I post those videos. And also go follow me on my Instagram and TikTok. I'll leave links and the account names in the description, along with places for you to go to get help if you are experiencing the pain or paralysis. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, turn on notification bells, and I will see you next time. Bye!